Hello students, this is Shovik, your instructor. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video we are going to start a new chapter that is called relational database and SQL. Okay, so half yearly examination is done. Now we are going to prepare for our pre-board examination, and since your syllabus is revised, so this particular chapter relational database is important. Okay, lot of question will come from this chapter only. Okay, let's then start what is relational database and SQL all about. So what is a database? A database is defined as an organized collection of data, an organized collection of data about an entity or things. Okay, data, entity, things, all these words are very familiar to you, but sometimes we when we use the word data, we use it as an unorganized way. Whenever data could be anything like MAR, okay, but information should be meaningful. Okay, so information should be RAM, RAM or sham or whatever, but data is a scattered piece of information, or let's say scattered bits. Okay, now whenever we call it data, that means it is unorganized, but information, it is organized. Now we need information for our programming languages because we are in an advanced level right now, and we need to maintain so many informations in our programming language or in our coding. I must say in our coding. So that is why we need a database. The primary concept of database is to store the data in an organized way, and that becomes information. Okay, and entity, something that exists. Okay, so all these things are now will be used in due course. So this is all about database, and in this picture you can see that how we use a database. Like we do coding, and in our application when you use database, like up to this point you have used so many information by storing those information statically in a variable in your code, or just an user input. But if you need to store a huge amount of data for further use, you cannot do that. Now from there the concept of database will start. You can store some data and you can use it whenever you need that data. Okay. Okay, so there are some common concept or common terminology that we need to understand before we go to the main section. That is, those are, first one is field and second one is record. So what is a field? A field is a set of characters which are used together to represent specific data elements. Okay, a field is a set of characters which are used together to represent specific data element. It is also termed as data item, right? It is also termed as data item. For example, roll number, name, age and marks are the fields in a student's record. So basically a field is a single row. It could be a single row. Like for a particular student, a field could be a single row, because that particular student in a field like that, roll number could be there, name, age, marks in a single row. And record is a collection of fields, is termed as record. So if you imagine, there are in a table there could be several rows, and that rows constructs a table. So a table is called a record. A table is called a record. A collection of fields is termed as record. But now when we are learning database, we are no longer allowed to uh, term these things as table or rows. No, we do use these terms only, that is field and record. Okay, field is a single row and record is the entire table or a collection of table, right? And next one is a relation is what? A collection of logically related records is called a file. Okay, a file is also termed as a table or relation. So relation is something like suppose you have a table in your school, you have a table of student marks and a table of student details, and there has to be some relation between those tables, right? So this is called a file. Whenever more than one table has some kind of relation, then we can call it a file. Okay, so this is some terms. And database management system, that is the synonyms of DBMS, and these all are not needed at all. Okay, how a database works. So this is a request and reply mechanism. We request the database engine, our server, to fetch the data from a table, and it replies us back. Okay, and we are the end user. Okay, this is how it works. Even if we use the Google, the mechanism is same. Okay, so this is very interesting. And components of database system. Components of database system. This is end user. This is the end user, that means us. And database application is the software we use for a database management system. We can use Oracle or something like that, SQL community. There are a lot of things, and Apache, that is provided with the PHP XAMPP or WAMP. Okay, so database applications that we use, and through that the server, database management system, this one is the server. So this is all connected. We request that application to get some data, and it requests the management system, and from the database it gives us the output or the reply. Okay, so advantages of DBMS. Look, if you want to read all these things, these are all just theories. You can read it, but for your board examination it is not really needed. DBMS models. And okay, I think we should stop this class here. From our next class we'll start network models and some queries. I think you already know, you people already know what is a query, and you did it in your class 10, right? So we'll start it from our next class. So that is it for today. Thank you, take care, bye bye.